I am a doctor in Charlottesville because I had great educational opportunities. Every child should have the opportunities that were available to me.
When I grow up, I want to be a scientist.
I am a scientist. In Richmond, we're working to improve medical treatment, find cures, and save lives. Virginia Science Museums taught me the importance of research to our future.
Okay, that's the approximate range for visible light.
When I grow up, I want to stay here. I love Virginia.
I run my own technology company, bringing jobs back to Southwest Virginia where I grew up. Trained workers in a rich natural environment kept me here. If we want to remain competitive, we need to upgrade our public, college and university facilities, our museums, historic sites, cultural attractions, and our state parks.
When I grow up, I want to protect the environment.
We learned to love Virginia's parks and natural areas.
And today we're doing what we feel is very important for our future.
We're volunteers at Lake Anna State Park, helping to preserve and protect our environment.
One of the things we're working on a lot today is changing the way physical education is taught.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
During the next 10 years, 32,000 additional students will be ready to enroll in our public colleges and universities. That's a 10% increase. Where are they going to go? Young people must have the opportunity to go to college or they will not be able to compete in our high-tech economy. New and renovated labs, classrooms, and libraries are essential if our colleges and universities are to be ready for the students that I am teaching today. These students deserve the best education, and Virginia's businesses must have a well-educated workforce.
When I grow up, I want to be a nurse.
We need more children with that dream, and chances are she will realize her dream at a community college. Without the nurses trained at our community colleges here in Virginia, many hospitals, mine included, would have to reduce services or even close. In Virginia today, there's an ever-increasing demand for health care as our population gets older. To meet this demand, we need a supply of well-trained nurses and doctors who have the most up-to-date knowledge of treatment based on the latest research. Access to well-trained health care workers means better health care and a better quality of life for all Virginians. Our community colleges are vital to us, and not just in the medical field. Our colleges and universities provide opportunities for all Virginians to obtain the knowledge and skills they need to get ahead in a changing economy.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Grandma.
I hope that when she is my age, medical research will have found cures or better treatment for cancer and Alzheimer's disease. If we invest in medical research now, maybe she will not face the same fears that my generation faces. My friends and I are concerned about our health. We must have state-of-the-art medical and cancer research facilities if we are to conquer those things that can destroy a person's future. I want so much for my grandchildren to have the things that really matter: educational opportunities, museums that teach them about our cultural heritage, and parks and natural areas that provide safe and clean outdoor places for families to enjoy.
You have the opportunity to decide what will happen when they grow up. On November 5th, Virginia voters will have the opportunity to vote for a bond referendum that would provide $900 million to improve facilities at colleges, universities, community colleges, and museums in communities in every region of the state. A second bond referendum would provide $119 million for Virginia parks and natural areas. Every public college and university and community college in the state will benefit. And every child who wants to go to college in Virginia will benefit also. Every person who wants or needs to go to school for job retraining will benefit too. These bonds would create thousands of jobs in the construction industry and help drive our regional economies. The Parks and Natural Areas Bond will allow Virginia to add new land for natural areas and to make improvements to all of our 34 state parks. This is a bipartisan effort, and you can join the governor, Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General, our United States Senators and members of Congress, an overwhelming majority of the General Assembly, business leaders, and educators who support these bonds for a better Virginia.
This is the time to invest in Virginia's future if we are going to be ready to grow our economy, improving the lives of all Virginians. We cannot wait. If we do, we will fall too far behind. We could lose businesses. We could lose our wonderful natural areas that are so important to tourism and our economy. We could miss the opportunity to find that cure that will save lives. Now is the time to invest in our future, and the general obligation bonds are our opportunity. Join us in building a better Virginia.
Hi, I'm Governor Mark Warner. As a father of 3 daughters, I want my girls to grow up in a Virginia where opportunities abound. As the son of aging parents, I know the importance of cutting-edge medical research. And as a former businessman, I know that we must invest in our quality of life. That's why I'm supporting the bond referendum. It's about expanding opportunity. You know, we're expecting 32,000 more Virginia students to enroll over the next decade in our colleges and universities. That's a 10% increase. And right now, many of the buildings on our college campuses are more than 50 years old. If they're not crumbling, then they're bursting at the seams. By investing in these schools now, we'll have the necessary classrooms and labs to help our students learn the skills they need to compete for the high-tech jobs. We all know that in a changing economy, education is the key to personal advancement and Virginia's economic competitiveness. It's no accident that almost 1/3 of the bond projects are for science, engineering, medical, and cancer research centers. And this bond proposal is important not only for students, but for all of us, because most of today's healthcare research takes place in colleges and universities. And the bond plan also supports Virginia's award-winning state parks. More and more people are using our state parks every day. And we have cabins, campgrounds, visitor centers, and other facilities that need upgrades, as well as several parks that are facing severe shoreline erosion. If this bond passes, we'll be able to open 3 new state parks and upgrade each of our existing parks. The numbers tell the story. Among the 50 states, Virginia is dead last in the percentage that we invest in parks. If we don't invest now, we risk losing precious natural resources. Let's face it, they're not making any more open space. But I want to make sure you have the full story. People ask me, when times are tough like they are now, how can we afford this? Yes, the bonds will cause us to borrow money, and we have to pay it back, just like any family that borrows to fix up their home. But I know that we can afford this. I wouldn't ask you to support the bonds if I didn't believe that. This plan has been carefully crafted and reviewed by leading financial experts in the private sector. The annual payments are well within our budget capacity. As a former businessman, I know that now is the right time to invest. Interest rates are low, and Virginia's credit rating is so strong that we can afford this investment. In fact, this bond package will create nearly 14,000 new jobs and help get our economy moving again. This is the right thing to do, and now is the right time to do it. So I hope we can count on your vote this November 5th. Thanks for investing in our Commonwealth's future.